Cram my dick inside his ass and he cries. We're not just two guys, we're two brothers, two brother lovers trying to fuck each other.
Dude, sometimes when you're freestyle rapping, you just got to get all your gayness out on the track. It's so easy to rap about gay shit. Sometimes you just have to flow it all out.
Grab my balls, not as another man, but as my bro.
And also, it's also easy to rap about incest stuff. So sometimes you just got to, that last verse I hit, I just had to get it all out at once.
You're not my actual brother, but I would like you to be my brother for this sexual interaction.
And also, when you're rapping, sometimes your pornography preferences seep in there too. And I just happen to hit gayness, incest, and stepbrother situations all in one.
Dick milking.
And a little farm use.
Yeah.
You know,
an old truck.
Mm-hmm. One time I walked around, you would not believe this. I actually walked around with farm use on the side of my PP for months, and the government didn't care about it at all. It was awesome. I got away with so much.
You don't have to pay property tax on it.
Didn't have to do property tax.
You don't have to put tags on it.
Didn't have to register it. It was awesome. Cop pulled me over. I was just like, hey, Dick says farm use, buddy.
You're like, what do you, the cop's like, what are you doing with all these little boys here? And you're like, oh, it's farm use.
Yep.
Never mind. You don't have to have it registered.
I'm sorry, no comprende.
You don't have to have it registered as a sex offender.
Dude, you said you had
farm use wiener.
You said you had to tell me something. What did you want to tell me? You had to tell me something on the podcast. Do you remember?
Yes, of course I remember.
Help me with it.
So we got a phone call today. And JaVale answered.
Okay.
And I hear him go, yeah, he's here. And then I look at him. He goes, can you talk on the phone? I said, yeah, sure. He goes, okay, here you go. And I go, hello. And they go, hey, this is Morgantown Magazine. We just want to let you know you won Best of Morgantown.
No fucking way, dude.
Just won Best of Morgantown this year. Is that cool?
Dude, that's what's up, bro. That's fucking incredible, dude.
How to manipulate it.
I was like, that's
amazing.
I said, that's surprising. And they're like, well, you must have a good service, blah, blah, blah.
Dude, that's what's up. First year open, Best of Morgantown. Why are we not fucking partying right now? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit. Jesus, dude. That is incredible. Best of Morgantown? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, dude. What the fuck happened?
I don't know, man.
Dude, you just happened to fucking, I'm going to open up a business this year, motherfucker. That's level the playing field.
Yeah.
Daggone, dude.
I think I had a few people that really wanted me to win. Because, to be honest, I'm going to say this up front. It's very cool that we were liked enough that someone wanted to even vote for us.
Dude, that's a big deal.
And I was like, but me personally, leading up to it, I didn't want to promote it or anything because it's like, well, if people like us enough,
yeah,
they'll vote for us. And I was actually surprised that we were in the top 4 there for a while. I didn't like tell anybody, but I was like, we're in the top 4 barbershops, and there's a couple other shops. There's at least one shop that I'm thinking of that my friend Ernest owns that definitely should have been in the top 4 instead of a couple others. Not trying to diss anybody at all, but like they have some really great guys over there.
Right.
And I don't know if it's because he's in Westover or what, but he was in it last year, and I feel like he should have been in it again because they're awesome. And but I was like talking to these guys one day. I was like, this would be hilarious. I will actually laugh out loud if we won this because I could not care less about it.
That's amazing.
And then we did win. And I was like, you know what? That's really funny because I have this story I like to tell about the first time I was ever in Best of Morgantown. And so when my first year at John's Barbershop, I think it was the first or second year I was there. Well, it had to be the first full year I was there. I was there 1 year from like November. But the first full year I was there, we got voted second best. Like it was very close between us and another shop. Yeah. John's Barbershop and another shop.
Yeah.
And I always liked to joke about it because they like put a clipping of it in their shop and everything. Like we were the second best.
Yeah.
Well, there weren't very many barbershops there at the time. One, there's way more shops now, and there's a lot more better barbers now than there were when I first started. But I always joke because all of their clients couldn't use the fucking internet. They're old as dirt.
Yeah.
Like they were just super old. They never could care less about voting for John's Barbershop. They didn't even know they were involved in Best of Morgantown. They found their phone number. They found John's Barbershop phone number through my information.
Yeah.
So they called me personally on my phone. Like somehow they found my cell phone number.
Yeah.
So I always joke and say, I actually won second best. Because it's like, you guys didn't even know this existed. And they called my cell phone to get a hold of you.
Yeah.
So who actually won?
Yeah.
But that was my first year of barbering ever. And then not that I actually won anything then either. But for the first, it is very nice that everyone took time out of their day to vote for us. Yeah. And it's my very first year opening a business and we won. And there's another shop that is in town that won. They're in the top 10 barbershops in the state. And still the people in Morgantown thought, you know what? This guy's actually.
Yeah.
And their shop's awesome too. You know what I mean?
It's pretty awesome stuff, dude.
So we just won this year.
It's pretty amazing.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I always miss the voting. I didn't vote for you, but also like my aunt was in it for best artist, didn't vote for her. I just missed the voting. The day I clicked on the link, it was like yesterday was the last day for voting, or it said today it was like last day for voting is today, and then like the thing on Facebook said 23 hours ago or whatever. Yeah. So like I'd already missed it, but proud of you. That's fucking awesome.
Best I think it's pretty neat.
What the fuck? Shit,
I think it's neat because
what's up?
I think the way it'll help me is not like it'll obviously gain traction. I think these guys will get busier a little bit this year. But I think it just shows that like I just didn't really give a shit and I just do what I think is cool and people like that.
Yeah.
You don't have to follow what everybody else is doing, the algorithm, what everybody else is doing. Just do your own shit, and people will think it's cool.
Yep.
I'm sure I know a specific person. I know like 2 people that voted for me every day they could.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I'm sure, you look at all the other people that win, like they like put money towards Best of Morgantown magazine and they like put their ads up and all this stuff. I didn't put a single ad up.
It's fucking awesome.
And that's what I like about it. It's like we actually won and we just didn't try.
It was authentic.
And these guys won, not me. Like we won together.
Absolutely.
Like, there's only 3 guys in my shop.
You got a good team here.
And it just goes to show like we're all cool. We're all nice guys.
Yeah, these motherfuckers is cool.
Yeah.
These guys is some of the coolest cats.
Out of everybody, I'm the least cool.
I agree with that, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Randy and Jovel got Best of Morgantown, man. Actually, they didn't get Best of Morgantown. They got Coolest of Morgantown.
Yeah, honestly. That is kind of what a barbershop is like Coolest of Morgantown.
Yeah.
And that's nice. It is nice.
I wonder who got the...
But I also think of like the shop professionals that Ernest, I don't think he should have been in the top 4 for sure this year. He was last year and he was kind of pushing it. And I think he just didn't give a shit this year and nobody knew to vote for him.
That's okay.
But he should have been right there.
There's a lot of them. Like, he's awesome.
Like Diamond Cuts won top 10.
They're awesome too.
Of the top 10 in the state.
Yeah.
My friend Jacob McComas that owns Jewel City Barbershop in Huntington won best in the whole state. And his shop is just cool. They have skate shit everywhere. They got like all types of tattoo art, like flash art everywhere.
Tattoos are cool.
And he has like WWE shit. He hangs when he cuts ponytails off of people, he hangs them up with a nail on the wall.
Whoa.
Like he obviously is a nice shop. Yeah. Right? It's obviously nice, but it's just cool because he likes it.
If I was a barber and I cut ponytails off, I'd cook them into a pie and give it to the person back.
Right.
Like, here's a pie of your own hair. I had a piece. It was good. It gets stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When are you going to start doing some gimmicks like that? Best of Morgantown, motherfucker.
Dude, we won Best of Morgantown, and we don't have a single thing of art on the walls.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Well, maybe that'll be the first thing. The first thing I put up is the Best of Morgantown 2024 on the walls, and then I'll start a trend.
You'll have to really start working hard to make sure you get it, and then you can have a tile of walls that's all Best of Morgantown.
See, yeah, I'm not going to work hard at it because it takes a lot of effort.
Yeah.
But if it happens because we're just nice people doing it, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
If somebody else tries really hard and really wants to win it, I want them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if some other guy opened a shop up in town like recently and that I really liked and he's like really trying to push the envelope, I would be like, dude, vote for that guy because he's
really
trying
wants it.
super hard.
It's going to make him happy. Cool.
Well, and also if he deserves it, you know what I mean?
Well, it's also like, if that's going to make him really happy, yeah, dude, you can have it. I still have my shit here, and we're still cool.
We're all doing great. That's the best part about it. I hope my main thing is I have one chair open, and I just hope that maybe this will show people that like, look what, not what I did, but like, look what happened when these guys joined this team and they have become successful. They're booked up every day.
Yeah.
And maybe someone that he's tired of the same old shit that he always does. Maybe he'll want to join the team like these guys did. Because we all came from like a shop that like didn't appreciate us.
Right.
I mean, they did. Okay, my shop did appreciate me. I'm not saying that, but like didn't see what they had.
Right.
And then, but I was going to do my own thing anyways.
Yeah.
So that was no stopping me. But maybe that'll bring like one more guy that fits in.
Yeah.
You know, I just want a guy that fits in with our group because we're all super nice and we just like doing what we. Yeah, and like there are times where we don't like talk all day long. We just like talking to our people.
Yeah.
But it's like we're just having a nice time. We've never had beef.
It'd be annoying if you were just talking to one person constantly 24/7 all day long. Mm-hmm. That's annoying.
Yep.
You would drive each other crazy. You would hate each other some days.
Well, that's the thing about barbing. You just kind of just like say the same shit over and over again. You kind of like just let each other do that.
Yeah.
Because you see so many people, you can't help but do that.
Yeah.
You only got so many things on your mind.
Exactly. There was a point in time. It's like that in tattooing too. My coworker Paul and Brandon have heard me tell the same story over and over and over again because it's just fun shit. It's just
It's funny. You want to tell somebody the same thing.
You know it's going to get a laugh out of them, so you just fucking go for it.
Yeah, it makes it more fun.
I love it.
And then sometimes you change it up every once in a while.
Yeah.
You lie a little bit.
Here's what I'm going to do. Next time I'm telling a story that I know I've told a million times and the guys are quiet and I know they're listening, I'm going to change it like crazy and lie.
Yeah.
Like so hard. That way, like the client doesn't know.
What's one of your stories?
But it's funny for my coworkers to be like,
right.
Jake, why did you tell that story?
Why'd you lie?
Like that? Yeah.
Like, what's one of your stories that you tell all the time?
I mean, it just depends of what the client asks and what they know about me. So if they've heard just through social media or Spotify, if they've seen like the podcast where I talked about the dude overdosing or something. So sometimes I'll have to get into that story. And I have like a quick way of telling it. Then I have like the long way of telling it.
Okay, give me like the half quick way.
Dude comes in after I had a crazy month of deaths and dying and stressful situations. The dude offered me drugs right off the bat. I said no, obviously, but I'm excited for his tattoo. I'm so excited that I just want to get it done because it's going to be something fun after my month of horrible shit. And the dude overdoses in the middle of his tattoo, and I have to call 911.
Right.
Yeah. So I have to tell that in a longer way, in a more fun way.
Now, how would you change it to be hilarious?
Fuck. Maybe I should retell the story that I overdose mid-tattoo.
Right. And that'll build a lot of trust with your current client.
And my client gets uncomfortable because he thinks he's getting tattooed by a guy who overdoses.
Regularly.
Sometimes.
Semi-regular.
And I'm just kind of putting all this pressure on him to, hey, man, I'm kind of feeling how I felt that day. You might have to call 911 to save me. So in the middle of this guy, he's probably getting tattooed for about 8 hours. About hour 6 when it's really hurting, put this pressure on him to, hey, man, you might have to call 911. I might not be able to finish your tattoo.
Right.
I think that would be funny as shit.
Yeah, I think that'd be good. I think that at hour 6 you should start drooling on your client, and they'll be like, "Are you okay?" It's like, "Oh yeah, this kind of happens every time I semi-regularly, kind of like my bowel movements are kind of semi-regular. Like sometimes when I drool, I don't know if I'm gonna like overdose or shit."
Yeah. So you don't know what's going to happen, but if something happens, please call 911.
Yeah, and then you just keep drooling.
And then, I get through the tattoo and make him really panic a couple times.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, me and the guys are hanging out, and they're just like, dude, you freaking, that was funny.
You got him.
That was funny as hell.
Got him, bitch.
Dude,
dude, you know how you left him?
what's the story that you normally tell? Give me like the
I can tell you.
version.
So I can tell you the story I've been telling recently.
Okay.
So similar, death involved. My girl. So the past couple months, my girlfriend's had a horrible few months.
Yeah.
Her uncle passed away.
RIP.
Then her car has a problem, gets fixed. Aunt passes away
RIP.
months later.
Yeah.
Then her car finally has a huge problem, has to rent a car, go to Richmond, go to the funeral and all this other Thanksgiving and all this other stuff. Come back. I drive her back to the funeral. Come back again. Her car isn't fixed after 2 weeks in the shop. Got a new catalytic converter. Doesn't work. Cylinder number 2 is completely trashed in her engine. She's had 2 engines in this car. It's a 2017. Should not happen. Don't buy a Ford Escape. Then goes car shopping.
I told this joke when I was talking to her about this,
Yeah.
and I'm going to say it again. If you buy a Ford Escape, you're going to have to escape the Ford Escape.
They should make a Ford Escape room where you try to fix cylinder 2 and you can't. Escape the room.
Juggle them boys.
And then you actually die and blow up.
Then you die.
That would be famous. But no, you wouldn't get very good word of mouth.
That would be famous.
That would not be word of mouth worthy, though, because
That would be.
everyone would die.
That wouldn't be so best at Morgantown. of
Nah,
them.
it wouldn't be very Obama them.
No.
Obama them. How about I Obama you? No, anyways.
Anyways, don't get political and everything.
So, yeah. Democratic. So I'll donkey your ass.
Okay.
Anyways, so then we go car shopping this past Saturday. Let's fast forward. We're now car shopping. She finds the car she wants. It's 45 minutes away. She says, "Okay, I want that car. I'm going to pick it up on Tuesday." Then Monday, I go. I'm like, and the whole time this is happening, car shopping, all this stuff, I'm trying, and she better not listen to this. I'm trying to buy her skis for Christmas.
Yeah.
It's a large purchase for me for Christmas. It's like double what I want to spend. Not want to spend, but I've wanted to get it for her for years.
Yeah, you don't want to you want to find a good deal.
So I sneak her boots. I get the boots out of the box. I take them to Pathfinder. She probably knows this is happening, by the way. I'm not very sneaky. I told her I wanted to get her skis months ago.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm trying to just make it fun, right? I'm trying to make it so like, oh, you actually did get me skis. How'd you get these fitted and everything? So that way they're ready to ride. They're going to be perfectly ready to ride as soon as she starts. So I take the boots over there. I buy the skis. They get them fitted for the boots, the bindings for the boots. I literally get the text that says, your shit's ready. And I'm in the garage. And she follows me out into the garage, just doing random stuff. And she steps down and breaks her fucking ankle.
Oh, see. Okay, so pause the story real quick. You said that she hurt her ankle
She broke it
when we were playing Call of Duty yesterday.
Yeah.
And I asked what happened, but we were playing Call of Duty and you never actually got to tell me. I don't know any of this.
Yeah.
She
Just
stepped-
rolled her ankle.
Okay.
Just stepped down in the garage.
Did
rolled
you
her
guys
ankle.
go to the ER?
No.
Right then?
No. So she was, and then so I've been driving her because she has car troubles and she can't do anything. I've been driving her around anyways.
How to manipulate anyone.
Driving her to work. She's been taking Ubers to get my car, picking me up, all this stuff with one car for 3 weeks.
If you're real, you better tell me right now.
And now she rolled her ankle.
Juggle them boys.
One, the day I bought her skis. So she broke her ankle. Now she won't be able to use the skis this year.
Fuck. I'll use
that
them.
I just bought her.
I'll use them. I think me and her are the same size.
Yeah, probably so. I mean, honestly, strangely accurate about that. Then it's a right ankle, so she can't drive the car, or her ankle wouldn't be able to push on the gas and the brake to get up to Washington to buy her car. So now I got to have someone drive both of us 45 minutes away so I can drive her car back, and she can't drive for like 6 weeks. We found out at the doctor today.
So that's the story you've been telling everybody.
That is I do usually say it shorter.
Yeah.
I usually just
You were
say,
giving me the details because I hadn't heard about it.
Yeah. But
if you had to change the story to make your coworkers know you're lying to your clients, how would you change it?
I would say something like, we have to keep, so I've been having to drive my girlfriend to and from work a bunch because every time she drives her own car, she shits herself.
Oh, yeah.
And because she shit herself in her own car, she's trying to get a new car because it smells so bad. She's trying to sell that to Carvana. That's another part of the story, is that she can't sell it to Carvana because her dad's on the title, and she can't drive it to Washington. So now we have to have her dad come to sell the car to a person to pick it up. Anyways, everything's just garbage.
Yep.
So I would say that she has shit herself in her car so often that she's trying to get a new car, but because I work so much, she can't drive up there without shitting in the car. And so it'll just make it, instead of an ankle problem and car problem, it's a shit problem.
Shit problem.
And I would just make her just say, and I would be like, hey, she'd like walk in to get the car, and I'd be like, hey, how's your butt? And she'd be like, what? And then I'd be like, is it okay? Like clean and stuff? Like, you don't smell so good.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about shit. Let's go ahead and crumple up the shit story, because that would be funny. That would be funny for your coworkers. It'd be great. I think it's hilarious. I want you to do it. Let's crumble it up. Let's throw it away. Let's go ahead and put the wrap right here. Mm-hmm. Right here. And dude, I have to pee so bad. Let's rap about a plane crashing.
Yeah.
And we have to decide who's jumping. But then we jump. Mm-hmm. And we're flying through the air. Mm-hmm. Okay. So a motherfucking goose just ran into the engine. Oh shit, explosion.
Damn.
Now I'm looking at a hole in the plane, and I want to know who's chosen. Who's gonna jump out? Who's gonna die? Who's gonna live? Who's not gonna survive? Who's gonna thrive after this crash? Oh shit, I hope it's my ass.
But I'm also on the plane too. And if I don't go home to my mother, I will blame you. Then I will be insane too. Give me the motherfucking parachute. I want to go down to Chicago, and I don't want you to come, bro. I just want to go down, but now we gotta share it.
And now we gotta share it.
But only 2 armholes. Who we sparing?
I don't even know, maybe Darren.
Dumb goose.
Causing a commotion.
Now we're all going down to the motherfucking ocean.
I got an idea. Hold the parachute right here. I'll put one arm in, you put in the other. Both of us are 2 saved brothers. Jump out of the plane, flying through the air. Oh shit, explosion everywhere. There's body parts flying down. Guess what? Me and you are surviving now. I'll never frown. Now we're going down, gonna land in the water. I hope we don't see some sharks, cause I'll shit myself in the water. And they call that shark sugar. And they will eat us like their motherfucking little kid eats his little boogers. I hope that we get saved by the National Guard soon, brother.
No GPS in the middle of the Atlantic, or maybe it was the Pacific. I couldn't be less specific about the body of water that the plane slaughtered. I don't know where the fuck I am. There's a shark, sir. Oh, there is a shark, and we don't have motherfucking sparks in my pants. I don't got the shorts, I don't got the shits, but you just shit in your britches. What the fuck? Oh, there's a nice ass of some dead bitches, but then I look at the shark, it wants to bite me, and I get my thumbs out. I start to fighting thumb war with the shark's eyeballs, and I start to bawl. Then I crawl, but I'm not really crawling. I'm starting to swim.
Starting to swim.
I just killed a shark. That fought, I win.
I win, and I was saved because some guy named Dave driving a boat towards me and you, and we're saved, dude. Let's go in the boat and go to Chicago. That's where you wanted to go.
Well, since nobody knows, when we edit the podcast, it's starting at the moment after the rap, because Jake had to take the longest piss I've ever heard, and we've known some pisses, and that was a long boy.
Dude, I had to go.
Long piss, short dick.
Hey, you could say that again. Say it again. Long piss,
short dick.
LPSD. That's what they call me, buddy.
Dude, they used to call me long fuck short weenie.
Interesting.
I'm like, dude, that's a lie.
You can pound away, but you just never come.
Isn't it crazy how we don't want to get too deep into the whole.
Somebody in the room, two guys in the room can't get too deep.
I'm sorry, no comprende.
Short wiener.
How to manipulate anyone.
You know how you impress a woman? Everybody thinks it's like, saying you've got a large something, right? It's all about something large. I got large traps. I have a large bank account. I have a large 401k. I have a large and in charge looking Jeep Gladiator.
Yeah.
That's wrong. How you impress a woman is you say it's so small, and then immediately she goes, how small is it? And then she wants to find out. Mm-hmm. You say anything small. My bank account's small. You know?
Yeah.
My appetite's small.
That's a little reverse psychology.
How to manipulate anyone.
You say, my appetite's kind of small. And they're like, I want to see this guy try to eat 8 Cowboy Ranch wings from Mario's.
Right.
It's like, that's how you get her out on a date. And then while you're out on the date, you go, yeah, honestly, like, my dick's smaller than one of these wings.
My issue with what your logic is right now, I'm gifted. I have a very good gift. When I talk to people, I can connect with them, and they know that I'm not lying to them.
Right.
They trust me.
Right.
They get me.
Right.
Because I don't lie to them.
Right.
So when I tell everybody in the room that I've got this microscopic penis, you literally have to look at it under a advanced microscope.
Right.
You can only get one at the NASA facility in Clarksburg. That's how you can see my ding ding.
Right.
They know that I'm not bluffing, and they just go, man, Jake, you're a really nice guy. Like, but we know that your schmeckle is indistinguishable to the human eye.
Right.
And that's just not something I'm sexually attracted to. And dude, honestly, man, like, it's a gift and a curse.
How to manipulate anyone.
They actually, at NASA, they have put the picture of his ding ding under a microscope next to, and then they put a piece of space moon rock dust, just dust on a guy's hand, and it
Microcarbonite.
You could not tell the difference between his ding ding and a small piece of space dust.
Yeah, man. My dick is not out of this world.
That whole thing for me was trying to get you to understand that women don't care if you got a small ding ding, but really what it did is it made you feel like you have to lie about how small your ding ding actually is.
No, I didn't lie about nothing.
Well, I'm saying it made you feel like you can't say how small it actually is. You have to like kind of embellish how big it is compared to how small it is.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, my dick's the size of a Tic Tac, and they're like, oh, really? But then they're gonna know you're lying because they're like, wait, so is he lying because it's not the size of a Tic Tac, or is he lying because he's embellishing that it's the size of a Tic Tac?
I know it's the smaller than a piece of microcarbon.
That's how you get away with it, though. You think that they think that you're lying and it's going to be smaller, but they don't know why you're lying.
Yeah. Maybe you're right, man.
I think you can still say that your wiener's bigger than a piece of moon rock space dust.
Microcarbonite.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
You could say
it kind of gives me a little more confidence, I guess.
You could say that it looks like 6 orange Tic Tacs in a row.
Yeah.
In a little flesh sock.
Man, it'd be nice to have that, wouldn't it?
Oh man. Skinny hard one. Looks kind of lumpy.
Like a little half straw. Maybe smaller than a half straw. I'd be cool with that.
How to manipulate anyone.
Could you suck a Tic Tac up through a windy straw? What size do you think a Tic Tac and a windy straw? Do you think you can actually suck it up in there, or do you think it's like perfectly sized that you would not be able to suck it up through?
No, I think there's a little bit of air room.
You think you could suck it up in there?
I don't think I could suck it up there. I don't think I have the endurance of my wind power. But I think somebody who's good at sucking straws, good at sucking on like blizzards through tiny straws, somebody who practices that, they could do it for sure.
Someone who could suck on the weather.
I know somebody who could do it. The sea turtles who likes to who like to use straws.
A fucking straw.
Dude,
sea turtles, fucking straws.
Man, sea turtles, man. Why are they always using straws like that?
Why you using fucking straws?
I don't know, man. I fucking hate them for it. Hate them for it. If you want to fucking be tortured with human waste, shoot heroin into your veins, turtle.
Yeah, I mean, just go
Why
all
are you trying
the
to use
way.
straw?
Quit. Yeah.
Honestly.
It irritates me more than the guys that like, they're like, oh, I fell on a shampoo bottle. That's why it's up my ass. It's like,
just put it up your ass.
just say you did it or do heroin. Quit torturing yourself with a shampoo bottle up your ass. You know what I mean?
If you think that feels good and then hurts, try heroin. It's really gonna fuck you.
Shampoo shoot? Try heroin shoot. Up your ass.
Well, dude, you told me about Best of Morgantown. I don't have any hot news like that. I don't have anything super hot like that.
Super hot fire.
The only thing I can give you this week that you don't already know is I tattooed my German friend Corey on Tuesday.
Correct.
He
Who's
came
that?
in.
He?
Yeah, I met him in San Diego at Guru.
Uh-huh.
I was tattooing there once. But
He came all the way out here to visit?
came out here to get his neck tattooed.
Oh, that's that guy. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
did he stay here or what?
Yeah, he stayed at Hotel Morgan. And he came into Morgantown. And as soon as he arrives, the Morgantown parade's going on. So he gets to see all of this stuff. He thinks Morgantown is just this beautiful, festive little town.
Right.
He's like taking
They're
video.
like, the German guy showed up. Let's give him a parade.
He's taking videos of like Morgantown at just like golden hour and just like in the morning. And it just looks like it's beautiful. It looks like the introduction to a show like The Office, but Morgantown's version. But he does one video and it shows the one homeless guy who doesn't have any limbs.
Yeah. Oh,
The
no
guy
legs got on there?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I remember like pointing out to him and being like, oh, dude, that guy has no legs there. He's like, oh, yeah. I was like, asshole.
Yeah.
That guy's mean.
Yeah.
Even if he's homeless, even if he's got mental problems, and no legs, the dude's mean
Yeah.
and not nice. So,
Yeah.
but I had to go out a side way.
He's worse than a mean fat girl.
I took a little side profile to call that guy a jerk, but yeah, he loved Morgantown. He thought it was the best place ever. And then he calls his mom. His mom's American and his dad's German. I think.
Who knows?
But his mom was born in Clarksburg.
What?
Yeah. So like his mom met his dad. They moved to Germany, had this German boy. Then they escaped Germany to go to Turkey because his dad was like,
That's not a real place.
that is funny.
Turkey?
It is hilarious that there's a country called Turkey.
Yeah.
But I guess his dad.
And I escaped from Morgantown to Jerky.
But I guess his dad was being very, very shady with money, and they literally had to run away from Germany and hide in Turkey. And then his dad's in prison now. But
wow, dude,
that's
you
the
don't have
only-
to undermine that part.
That's the only thing I got for you. I tattooed a German man, and then we had beers afterward, and we had a blast.
I went from Germany to Turkey to Jerky. Now I'm hiding out in venison.
I can't wait to get to crab rangoon.
Oh, it's so nice this time of year.
My one friend can't escape from muskrat.
Muskrat.
That's all the news I got for you, aside from the fact that I didn't tattoo today. Hung out all day, drew crazy pictures like this. This might be illegal for YouTube, but I'm going to go show it anyway. If you're watching the YouTube, it's a picture that my friend Dakota drew of a dirty woman, and then I drew a penis on the woman, but the penis is being ripped in half, split down the middle. So if you watch our YouTube, you can find that. That's all I got for you, dude. I just don't have nothing other news. I don't know if our shop got best of Morgantown because I don't know if we did or not.
Yeah, when am I going to see your picture in the best of Morgantown? That's what I'm saying.
Well, the shop I work at did get best of Morgantown for 7 years in a row. Then last year, we lost. My aunt was devastated. She said she was coming back for it this year, and I don't know if we did or not. Maybe not. We might not be the best anymore. We might just be subpar.
Well, I think if you put yourself in there as best artist,
But the only thing I do is tat, man. I don't do too much other shit.
they don't even. That's because they don't know.
They don't know.
Why is it that? Well, one, self-esteem needs to go higher for the art thing, and two, it's not best artist overall. It's best artist. So it depends on. So if you take everybody else's art and how famous they are for their art, I'm going to say that you're more famous for yours than anybody else in town for theirs.
Maybe next year I'll have to give it a gander.
Yeah.
I think it would be cool to do a mural or something. It's just I don't know what the process is behind it. I got a buddy, Mr. Pickens, does a lot of the murals in Morgantown.
Mm-hmm.
He said he'd help me out, so maybe I need to get on that a little bit. I just don't know what I would paint.
Let's think about it just for 2 minutes.
You know what I think would be cool? A mill, but like an old like one of those mills that go in the water. Do you know what I'm talking about? Is that a mill?
Yeah, it's a mill.
But
Brewston Mills was a water mill.
Yeah, but if you look up the picture of Brewston Mills water mill, it's not very pretty. It's just like a big white building. It's not very like.
Well, it had a mill.
Yeah, but it's like covered up.
Yeah,
It's not very it's not an attractive looking mill.
right.
But I think it would be cool to do a black and yellow just mill.
Mm-hmm.
It could just be Brewston Mill.
Yeah, you could do. Richmond has a lot of street art on it. There's a lot of stuff, like naked ladies, like the size of a skyscraper.
Holy shit.
Well, okay, at least 4 stories high, woman
Does
holding an eyeball or something.
Does she come with an elevator or an escalator?
How am I supposed to kiss her and go down her on her at the same time?
Oh my lordy!
Level 4, level 1, level 4, level 1, level 4, 4, 4, 4, level 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
I don't know where's a good spot in Morgantown that would have an open wall / side of a building for a Jake Gordon mural. And would I paint something that goes against my morals?
Can I ask a quick question and then I will tell you where a great place would be?
Ask away.
Okay, who did the Harriet Tubman?
Not the guy that I know, but he knows the guy. And geesh,
Okay,
why is that
Harriet Tubman should not be high on the weed on a building. She
agree.
looks very normal, and then her eyes are red as sin.
I learned this in a tattoo once. So what Poppy's talking about, there's a Harriet Tubman painting in Morgantown, and the whites of her eyes are painted pink, making her look blazed as hell.
Yep.
She is a high as fuck Harriet Tubman.
That's so high.
One time,
And plus, I don't think Harriet Tubman was ever here. 123 Pleasant Street was just part of the Underground Railroad. I don't think Harriet Tubman was ever here. I could be wrong.
She might have been. I have no
Might
idea.
have once.
Don't know the history on it.
But either way, pink eye Harriet Tubman.
I was tattooing when I was first starting tattooing. I tattooed this owl on this lady, just this little like cute cartoony looking owl.
Mm-hmm.
And it was before I like plan all my colors out. So on the fly, just color shit the way I thought it needed to be colored.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the whites of this owl's eyes, I was like, they want blues and pinks and purples. I'll just make the whites where I was going to make the eyes whites, like what I was going to make white on the owl's eyes, I made pink.
Right.
And I finished the tattoo and I was like, this owl is stoned. And I learned never ever make anything of the whites of their eyes pink. And I don't know why that person made Harriet Tubman high as fuck.
It looks horrible. So how about we just do a mural there where that is?
I wonder what would be I wonder if I could ask.
Be like, hey, do you guys want a high Harriet Tubman right here?
Dude, I could do a Harriet Tubman. I could do a badass Harriet Tubman.
I mean, honestly, I'm not trying to like diminish actual history. Just put Django Unchained on there.
That's what's up, dude.
That's way fucking cooler. Put Jamie Foxx as Django on the side of a building.
I got one.
In the background, you got the dentist.
Well,
cart.
Poppy, you got to get West Virginia stuff in there. So you got Jamie Foxx
Holden Ginseng.
and
Jennifer Garner.
No. The guy from the old
From Family Feud.
no, not Steve Harvey. Who is the old cop from the old show? He's from West Virginia.
Don Knotts.
Don Knotts. Jamie Foxx and Don Knotts
Arm wrestling.
dapping up.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
Arm
dapping
wrestling.
up.
Wait. Scratch dapping up. They're arm wrestling over a pepperoni roll.
Yeah.
And behind Jamie Foxx is Code Red Mountain Dew, and behind Don Knotts is regular Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be fucking sick
Yeah, dude.
as fuck.
That's why High Harriet Tubman fucking sucks. So,
Dude.
you know what? I don't want to actually hurt the guy's feelings that did that.
I agree.
I'm not trying to do that.
I agree.
I'm saying, why are you, if you noticed that, if you did it accidentally, why would you not have fixed it?
Yep.
You know everyone's saying it about that. And I think that was done on purpose because you had
You don't mix up pink
artistic
and white. Yep.
you had artistic liberties and you tried to make Harriet Tubman high and you thought it's funny.
Or it was a situation like me where the person wasn't experienced enough and they're like, I'm going to be artsy.
Yeah.
And when you think of pink, you don't think of high. You don't think of weed. You don't think of being high when you think of the color pink.
I always think
You're just like, maybe I'll just be art. This will be my thing. This is how I'll be artsy and separate myself from everybody. I'll make the whites of the eyes pink. And then they do it and they're like, oh shit, like I did in that tattoo, and be like, oh fuck, I made this owl high.
Yep.
So
Hi.
you know, I'll reach out to that dude and see what it takes for me to do something.
Honestly, I think you could be famous just by making the whites of the eyes white again, and everyone would start clapping.
Dude, what if we sneak out there one day and do it?
That would be great. Why don't we? We'll just put on yellow vests.
It literally would be so quick.
Yellow vest. We'll put on yellow vests and grab a ladder.
It would be so quick.
Why not?
And if a cop would be like, hey dude, what are you doing? I'm gonna be like, okay, you can bust me for painting this. The whites of her eyes are pink. I'm making them white.
Yeah.
Bitch. And I'll call the cop a bitch right to his face.
Juggle them boys.
I want to know who the guy is. $30 says he lives in the building.
Probably.
And he's like, oh man, no one will notice.
Yeah.
No, everyone notices. They think it's fucking stupid.
Yeah. They hate it. It's a trend. It was on Reddit trending for a minute. But the thing is, again,
Reddit is sinners
We're
alley.
roasting this guy who painted this. I don't mean to do that. I hope that I do not mean to do that. But I think it is a painting that it's so big and so visible in Morgantown that I do think it needs to be resolved.
Yeah.
So,
You know, there's some people that are homophobic that want that. They want that gay pride flag on the other side of the street. They want it taken down because it's a giant building that's just rainbow colors. They want that taken down.
yeah.
You know what I want? I want Harriet Tubman to have whites of her eyes back.
Yeah. I want the gay pride flag blazing.
Yeah.
And I want the Harriet
Well, not on
Tubman
fire.
sober.
We're not going to set the building on fire.
No, I mean like all the colors being vibrant.
very vibrant.
I want the gay pride flag high, and I want Harriet Tubman sober.
Not high.
Yeah. Yeah. I want her to be completely sober.
Like she was.
She was always sober.
But what if she wasn't? What if that's how she wanted
That's
to
a
be known?
conversation for another day, bro. Was she high all the time? We'll find out next week. Give us a follow on Instagram, Today's Spray. Give us a follow on TikTok, Today's Spray Podcast. If you see us on YouTube, click that subscribe button.